Today we're going to talk about waiting while waiting. With the Lord, a day is like 1,000 years, and 1,000 years are like a day. The Lord is not slow in keeping his promise, as some understand slowness. Instead, he is patient with you. 2 Peter 3:8-9. Waiting is hard at times. It can and will test our faith. It can also become more difficult in these challenging times to wait on God. Waiting can cause us to become impatient, discouraged, anxious, frustrated, concerned, or worried. It can also bring out the worst in us. We can instead use this time as an opportunity to look around us to see where we can make a difference. Waiting can also be a great time to serve God by showing kindness, lending a helping hand, saying kind words of encouragement, sending a card, or by writing a letter. Waiting is by far one of the hardest things to do because we want everything to be fixed fast and to happen right away. That's because we have become a people who have gotten used to modern technology, fast food, instant results. But there are some benefits while we are waiting. It can come a time to reflect, pray, or call someone to pray with them, for example. And this will help to take the focus off ourselves. During this world crisis, while we are waiting, learn to trust God and to remember that his time is not our time, Ecclesiastes 3:1. Because we have a God who understands what we're going through. So while we're waiting for God in his waiting room, we can also use that time to wait on God. In other words, to serve him. In the Old Testament, for example, even though Joseph suffered at the hands of his brothers and others, he trusted God during difficult circumstances and waited on God by serving him. Joseph went from the pit his own jealous brothers threw him into, Genesis 37, to the palace of Pharaoh. By serving God, he became the second most important man in Egypt, Genesis 41. Paul and Silas, when arrested, beaten, imprisoned, for causing a public disturbance, waited on God by praying and singing praises to God. Acts 16:1-34. Their example converted the jailer and his household. So in these challenging times, it's not about waiting, standing around, doing nothing, but it's more about waiting on God by serving him and doing his will. No matter what we are facing while we are waiting, remember the words of the Psalms, wait, I say, on the Lord. Psalms 27:14. God bless.